Hello again, it's Jamison Palmer, and I'm going to shoot a quick video in response to some of the things that have recently happened, some of the accusations against UFun and the U token, some of the irresponsible reporting that has been done by the media, because I want to make sure that everyone gets this in the proper perspective. There have been a lot of people that have been concerned after the recent incident in Thailand, where it's reported UFund being a massive pyramid scheme, and this has caused many people to panic. And that's why I want to talk about this, because if you keep this in the proper perspective, there is no reason to panic. And just like Dato Daniel Tay had said, really the incident in Thailand is a small matter in the grand scheme of things. And so rather than freaking out and selling U tokens, again, you want to make sure that you have the proper perspective. We're planning on acquiring as many U tokens as we possibly can. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about that. And so you'll understand why. So again, many of you have seen the recent news that came out of Thailand. Some people have been arrested, and it's an ongoing situation. UFun has been working with their teams of attorneys, preparing a calculated response, and there are a number of things happening. I'm not going to go into that now. The first thing I want to show you here and talk about is, you can see here, this is CNBC, and you can see this is from 2013, where it says Bitcoin banned in Thailand. So many people don't know this, but Bitcoin has been banned in Thailand. And when Bitcoin was banned in Thailand, first of all, do you think that all of the people that stand behind Bitcoin, do you think that when Bitcoin was banned in Thailand, that these people were concerned? In the scheme of things, Thailand is a little country, and Thailand banning Bitcoin would have no impact on Bitcoin whatsoever. The thought of that is pretty laughable, right? Now, don't get me wrong, the incident in Thailand is going to impact the U token a little bit, just because there are so many Thai people that are involved with the U token. However, for people to say that UFund and the U token is going to be shut down, that is a complete joke and is being said out of ignorance. If you understand how all this works, then you know that it is impossible for Thailand to shut down UFund and the U token. They banned Bitcoin and it's still around, right? And the Bangkok Post isn't the only media outlet to call digital currency a Ponzi scheme. Here's an article by the Washington Post, and you can see here what the Washington Post is saying about Bitcoin. Bitcoin revealed a Ponzi scheme for redistributing wealth from one libertarian to another. And so even the Washington Post had written an article about Bitcoin being a Ponzi scheme, and there are plenty of other examples. The Washington Post is a large media outlet in the United States. And so I guess because the Washington Post is saying that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, then that must be true, right? And companies like Amazon and Target, Overstock.com, they all must be participating in a giant Ponzi scheme, right? Well, the thought of that is pretty ridiculous. However, there are the people out there that believe digital currencies are Ponzi schemes, while at the same time, some of the brightest minds from the financial world are putting huge amounts of money into digital currency technology. They say it's one of the greatest innovations of our time. I believe this as well. It just makes so much sense, and you'll understand why as we dig more into this in upcoming videos. And so again, just because you read about a digital currency being a Ponzi scheme in the newspaper or hear that from the media does not mean that it's true. And when the media says that, it doesn't mean that the digital currency is going away. Bitcoin was reported by the Washington Post about being a Ponzi scheme, and it's still here, right? The Bangkok Post reporting the U token as being a Ponzi scheme means nothing. It is not being shut down. It is not going anywhere. And understand, the media in Thailand is notoriously corrupt. The Prime Minister of Thailand had recently said that if the reporters don't stop lying and twisting these stories, that he's going to shut the media down. Here in Thailand, it's possible to pay off the media. UFun has a lot of jealous competitors. And so that may be what we're looking at here. There's obviously some type of agenda, because when you understand the model behind the U token, it is clearly not a Ponzi scheme. And we'll dig into that. I'll show you why in an upcoming video. It's actually one of the most brilliant models I've ever seen for a digital currency. And there's no doubt that more digital currencies are going to be moving in this direction as they begin to catch on. So there's a lot more to be said. I want to try to keep these videos short. Hopefully this begins to help you to have a proper perspective around the situation in Thailand and these recent events. Understand, I'm not saying that Thailand is going to ban the U token. UFun has been working with their teams of attorneys preparing to respond to this event. In the meantime, the U token is strong. It is not going anywhere. Like I said, we plan on acquiring as many U tokens as we possibly can, and it'll make a lot more sense as to why as we dig into this some more. So thanks for watching. Jamison Palmer signing off. Many blessings, and bye for now.